Hello, today is January 18, 2024. I slept quite good. Well, I'm still a bit tired, but at this point, I'm tired all the time. I think I have a cold, as you can see. Trying to relax the throat in order to speak and pronounce things better. It's kind of difficult. I have some coffee with butter. It's almost 2 o'clock, and today I want to make all about maybe meditation, and of course, I want to finish some other projects. I really need to finish some other projects, and because I've been really putting off a lot of things, and yeah, I feel so happy that I don't have to edit this too much. I still edit it a bit, but not that much, which means it's really quick and easy 20-minute edit. But what I don't like is the fact that I can feel the strain on my voice, and I cannot find. I'm gonna try to find the voice that doesn't strain my vocal cords. And I think I found them. And I think I found it. Because if you do not, I don't want to talk in, well, here it is, back again with the bad voice. It has a in it. You breathe in, you put your, I found it again. Oh my God, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You breathe in, you put your head normally, and then you try to speak in the same voice by rotating your head, because we are not perfect creatures. And once you find it, you can understand that your mind can speak freely because you don't have any knots, any constrictions on the voice. So that's why most people cannot speak properly, and they make a lot of mistakes, just like I did until now. Even though my brain knows that I should speak like this, and my brain in the sense that it feels, without me acknowledging it, that it feels better, it's kind of harder. Now I found it again. It's kind of harder for the brain to realize right now the fact that we would need that voice because our throat is already strained, and it would be nice to not. I can feel it instantly, and I want to expectorate, or however, cough. I want to cough every time. And usually if I find the voice, if I find the specific way to make this voice, this is gonna be one of those days. If I find the voice, then I don't have to think, and I can concentrate on so many things at the same time without the need of thinking or the need to find words, because it's so much easier to focus on more things when you don't have to focus on the connection and not finding words and all of those things. Right now I'm losing my thoughts because, of course, the constriction is back. See how hard it is? This is the perfect opportunity to just understand more about how to get it back. back, 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 back. It on the b, back. Understand? Yes, probably need some water as well. Oh my god, this is so bad. I feel incapacitated by the voice that I have right now. And the way I really understood this, well, it seems like I didn't understand it that well, was when I had a vocal strain after 30 minutes of talking, which is not normal at all. So, stand straight and project upwards. Project upwards. It's much easier to talk like this. I found it again, and I hope I'm not going to lose it by doing and putting my throat upwards. So I put constriction on it so I can speak properly and naturally in a way that feels very easy to talk, to look into the camera, to focus on your, oh my God, to focus on your hands and focus on other things at the same time. You don't really need to concentrate on the voice. How do I feel? Let's go back to feelings. I feel accomplished. I feel happy that I worked last night, even though I was drunk. And yeah, probably gonna get a cold. And voice is almost back. I still feel it on certain syllables. Certain syllables. Yes. I still feel it on certain syllables, but the voice is back, and you can see a difference. It's not 100% there, and it's not because of the vocal strain. It's more of the residue I have in my neck from the coffee, from the sleep, from everything else. I woke up quite late today, 1:35, even though I slept at 6:30, and woke up an hour later to upload the videos. The 6 videos I edited. I feel so good. I shouldn't punish myself. I actually want to punish myself because I didn't do more. I always try to do this, and whenever I do it, not punish myself, but whenever I start thinking like this, it breaks my motivation, my inspiration. I just go like, look, you're never satisfied. Why would I do this? Why would you do something for someone that is really never satisfied? Why? It's, well, there is a reason, and you could do a lot of things for people like that. There are 2 reasons that I can think of, but one of them could be that if you really want motivation and inspiration, you shouldn't do it because of the other person, because they are always going to raise the bar on you. So the way you create more and you do more and you have more motivation, in my sense, what I've learned for the past few weeks and across my life when I was really, really creative and productive, was I was setting the bar and keeping the bar there, because whenever I start working and I do a lot of things, the bar gets higher and higher and higher. And instead, it should remain at the same point, because if you raise your bar of success, of your bar of quality, you will always end up disappointed. And that's not how it should go, because that's optimizing not for quality. It's optimizing for grades, for judgment. If you wanted to optimize for quality, you would focus more on momentum, on creating a lot of things, because quality is always a result of quantity. It's always, especially in creative stuff, the more you create, the more momentum you have, and things become so much easier. It would be absolutely, I shouldn't say impossible, but of course, with the declarative statements and the final statements, why does my mind always gravitate towards this? The educator, the guru, I'm just a guy with a camera and a microphone. I'm really that. Don't listen to anything I have to say from people with cameras and microphones on the internet, even if they really make you feel like they know what they are talking about. It's all a show. It's all an act. It's show business. The way you treat the news, you should treat people on the internet. Not a lot of trust. And if you trust somebody, trust them by, I don't know what I'm going to say. What's my line? I want to say, make a conscious, see how all the pattern of speech has changed, and now I have doubt, and this doubt makes you question yourself, question the ideas, and it is really different, because you would want someone who doubts everything, not someone who shouts from the rooftops that they know this and they know that, and this is just like this and this is just like that. No. What you would want someone that you can trust is someone who doubts stuff, not someone who's confident. Because confidence, it's not always a good indicator for capabilities, for knowledge. It is not. What's a great indicator of someone who's knowledgeable person is the fact that they don't they are very careful not to use final statements and declarative statements like, this is exactly what you need to do. But people are very attracted to those kinds of peoples, because at the end of the day, we are attracted to confidence. We are attracted to assuredness. The more we feel like we don't trust what we think, the more we trust what other people think. We are born to be creatures of community. And that's what brings us together. That's our biggest strength and our biggest downfall. And 13 minutes have elapsed. Let's not give us bad luck and talk a bit more. But first, let's concentrate on the voice once again. Feelings, feelings, feelings. I have the voice again. This is beautiful. I don't feel frustrated anymore because I found the voice, which means I can talk and I can freely express myself with a smile. Seeing that there is a little bit of a clutter, I should be focusing also someday on making this angle. You will know the day because it will be a very different angle. I'm just waiting for my father to come to do a little bit of he's away in vacation. He was away for a month visiting his brother. He's retired, so that's why he can visit. He's not by any means rich, even though if he was rich, I don't think I would be talking about it like that. I wouldn't feel like being rich is bad. This is very interesting. Why do I feel the need to explain that my dad is not rich? Do I have a bad association? My voice is gone again. I'm going to think about this until the night. Do I have a bad association with money? Rich people. I do think they are very different people. Even though most of my friends you could consider them above the 80% percentile. I'm not. I'm smack down in the middle. Of course, it's because I've chosen risk and art and creative pursuits. But usually risk and art and creative pursuits can put you from, usually you are in the middle or below the middle, below the 50% percentile of the median income of your country. And then if you understand risk in the sense that you know how to cultivate luck, you can put yourself, this is what I do. I give myself the chance to build skills because I have a lot of free time. And I fill this free time with skills, with understanding how to build stuff and how to create and how to better optimize things in order to move very fast. And this will build luck. I will begin to be luckier and luckier the more time goes because I now have a lot of momentum in speaking in public, a lot of momentum on camera, a lot of momentum in creating for the internet and opportunities. Being fast means you can change direction in a heartbeat, but also being fast can really hurt you in the sense that you cannot be as consistent as you would want. This is the folly of creative people, the bad part of being creative, the fact that the more creative you are, the more you struggle with consistency, because by nature making art means making something from zero once again, even though it feels like even if you are making the same exact thing, the same exact painting, it is almost entirely impossible to make the same painting twice. You are always, even if you have a very good system, the steps will change, the colors will change, will shift, the way you use the brush, the everything, because it's literally impossible. But you're not even doing that. You're usually, even if you have a style, you're usually doing something from zero and completely different with some similarities, which means it's always highly customized work. People usually do the same thing in their work all the time, all the time, all the time. That's what they do. They scan things, I don't know, what else? What jobs are there? Television, they film things, they press, they look for with the camera. What else? Dentists, they work on teeth, yeah? What else? Doctors, well, doctors can be a bit more different as dentists can be as well because the teeth are different, but they don't start from zero. They get a problem and they solve it. They don't have nothing. They react instead of create from zero, which makes things much easier. And of course, the plight of the artist is that usually we don't like people to tell us what to do, which means that we have a hard time really accepting things that could help us tremendously if we are not convinced of them. Because we, by nature, don't trust people. Because selling art, I'm just talking and rambling. Now that I found a voice, it's easy to talk and ramble. Because selling art is a very fickle, you learn that people don't always keep their promises. And that's not because they're not good people. It's because of the object itself. Art is not this keyboard, which has a big functionality and a lot of things. You have to understand the value of art. It's not immediately apparent. It's given by perception. It's given by the rapper, your career, your image as an artist, the story of the painting, the quality of the painting. And they are not useful things in the sense that all that you do is put them on the wall to be pretty things or to elicit emotions or to do to serve a decorative purpose decorative purpose. At the end of the day, it doesn't serve a utilitarian purpose, which means it's a very small thing, which means it's gonna be a very emotional purchase, especially because it takes so long sometimes to make great paintings, great art. And then you will always feel, going back to the thing at the beginning where you raise the bar. You raise the bar and then you're gonna feel like the amount of effort you are doing, and this kills all motivation. The amount of effort you are doing just doesn't feel proportional to the result you are getting. And that's so frustrating, and it is what kills motivation and inspiration. What you should do is consciously write down you shouldn't do this. I don't do this. I have a mental thing where I keep the bar low and create. So I have like a mental thing about this where I don't have to edit anything. Every time I feel like I've stumbled my words, every time I feel like I've lost my chain of thought, I jumped from an idea to an idea, I lower back the bar and I say, I'm not gonna edit, still not gonna edit this and the other videos. I still have a thing where I say this is a judgment-free zone, and we don't judge when we don't find beautiful words to say and express our ideas. What we do judge is the practice. If we practiced, if we did the thing we said we're gonna do, then and only then we are tracking and keeping track of what happened. And we go like, yes, this is the reason why I do this, because I want to build momentum, not because I need to come up with words and find beautiful sentences and talk in the perfect way possible and put such a big fat bar for my success that I will never feel accomplished, that I will never feel success. That would feel so bad. The only fact why I'm excited to do these things is because I don't optimize for efficiency. I don't optimize for that. Efficiency comes through momentum. What I optimize for is fun. I like to talk and explore. I'm actually exploring ideas right now, and I'm giving them a more robust, the more robust definitely have a cold. I should take some pillies. Maybe popping pillies like a papa. Like a rock star. Yeah. So I was saying that I like exploring ideas and coming up with ways to explain them, metaphors, and just free flowing. And at some point, it just becomes like this dance, this rhythm. You understand how to move with the voice, with the hands, with the thinking to create almost like a song. And it becomes fun, and you make jokes, and you start showing more of your personality. And that's the beauty of YouTube. because you don't get any views at first. And I love this. I absolutely adore this because even if I feel like things are bad and I've done a bad way of explaining, or I rambled for 25 minutes, even though at minute 13 I said, let's go for about one more minute, just not for good luck instead of bad luck or whatever. I don't believe in 13 or superstitions or stuff like that. And yeah, you don't get views, which means you don't expose yourself that much. And by the time you get really good at it, you don't care anymore. You will always care, but you're not going to care in that way because you're now so deep in the whole thing. You have so much momentum that it's not the fact that people are saying stuff and demoralizing you will not stop you, because you know the trenches you've been through in order to arrive and come here. 26 minutes, can you imagine? Hi and welcome back. It's night, it's late, I'm happy. I've done some thumbnails, I've done some uploads, and now I'm gonna do some editing. A friend visited, which was nice. We made music, we made videos, we made a lot of things, and we had a lot of fun in 1.5 hours on the iPad, on the MacBook, and of course, on the cameras. Really special today. I feel good, and I found a solution for my throat. It's called Nasomer, and it's a salt with water, distilled water, and I just it clears my sinuses and I can speak without damaging my voice. I don't know how that works, but it works. I've seen some singers do it. It just clears the sinuses, which means you don't have any mucus that would vibrate the vocal cords, which is very, very, very nice. Plus, hot tea with honey. Both of them work very, very well. I'm gonna be brief. It's been a good day. I know I should celebrate more the good days. I've got another idea. I know I'm full of ideas, and I had some beautiful, nice, interesting ways that I can optimize these ideas, these new ways of creating videos and content and everything like that. And these things excite me. Did I feel bad? Yes, I felt frustrated just about 2 hours ago because of the voice thing. But once I fixed that, it was nice and beautiful. I was feeling a bit, how should I say this? Impatient. I was feeling impatient because I wanted to do so many things and I didn't feel like I had the time or the energy I have, but the motivation. Even though it's because I wanted everything to be seamless, to be easy, even though I want to create high quality stuff. This is just a practice to talk better on camera, as to create easier content without the need of editing, and also keeping track of my emotions. In case this is the first video you are watching, that's the purpose of this. I'm keeping track of the days, the emotions, and also making a practice of talking on camera and desensitizing myself from this situation, which for my brain is very special because we have a big, bright light and a camera, a microphone, and everything else, which feels very strange because you never ever talk so fast without pause, just stream of consciousness speaking, and desensitizing myself to this situation makes everything easier. I can come up with a script, I can come up with ideas on the fly, beautiful words, and enunciate, take a break, breathe, understand how I look, how I feel, and how I express myself to the camera. And this is the true visionary. I'm just a guy with a camera and a microphone. Remember that. I like to talk with definitive statements. nothing is definitive, and you shouldn't trust people on the internet, especially people with nice cameras and microphones and beautiful voices that crack every time they speak for 20 minutes. Yeah. So I hope you had a lovely day. I know I had a wonderful one. And not only did I have a wonderful one, but it was very productive. I almost did half of what I expected myself to do. I didn't do the half I wanted to do, but things just ran in a different direction. And I think I'm gonna pivot a little bit, not really give up on the other things that I've created. I'm just gonna not postpone them, but work on some other things in the meantime, and then see where they go, because I was evaluating the same way I do for processes, I do for cash flow. So I was looking, and it really didn't make any sense to build this momentum and go in another direction. I should build upon, with minimum effort, I should build upon the ideas and the projects that are already making money instead of starting new ones. And now I have a way to really take advantage of every little detail second, and also manage everything much, much better in order to be more productive, more efficient, and create beautiful quality content. Because now I can speak for 5 minutes, and probably this 5-minute video will have 1 or 2 cuts, but I'm not gonna do any, because remember, this is all about the practice, the daily practice of meditation, the daily practice of speaking in front of the camera, and also the daily practice of working. Because at the end of the day, no work, no food. Thank you, and see you tomorrow.